Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your fellow investor here, and today I'm going to be talking about why I bought more Hyliion stocks. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about Hyliion holdings with ticker symbol HYLN. And if you are a long member of this channel or you are subscribed for a few months, you know I've been, and I still am, huge fan of Hyliion. However, I've not been posting many videos about Hyliion because there's no news. They have their PR somewhere, I don't know where, if it's full-time vacation or if it even exists. We all know and hate how Hyliion takes care of their PR. They just don't, if we check out their investor relation page, we can see some corporate overview, and then we can see their latest news are over a month ago. So yeah, they've just been very quiet. They didn't account any revenue for 2020. Therefore, you have to ask a question, why the stock should go up? And yeah, I didn't hear anything from you or me, and we all know that if the market would be good or would be just okay or normal, the stock would stagnate somewhere around 20 bucks. It would stagnate, do go up and down, nothing crazy, because they will be having a great revenues in next 1 year. However, current market is very, it's very spoiled. Current market really likes companies with big revenue growth, with real products, and most importantly the revenue. If you don't have revenue, the current market will just throw you over the ship, and yes, I'm pointing out towards the evergreen ship, which finally has moved. It cost roughly $60 billion for past 7 days when it was stuck, and the global economy kinda went downhill. So hopefully this will get fixed. And yeah, now to the point, actually why I bought more shares. Well, obviously I'm trying to bring you guys some value stocks, value penny stocks and stuff like that. And current Hyliion stock price is under $11, and if we check out a 1 year graph, we can see it was at the spec prime hype, it was around $50. I was holding it, I'm holding it since, I don't know, June or July, and my average is about 20 bucks per share. It's my biggest investment, my biggest position. Am I regretting that I went in too early? No. Why? Because I'm learning this way. I don't need the money immediately. I am fine with the money invested in it for the next 3, 5, 10 years. There's a global lockdown in my country over here, and hopefully we'll be able to, go outside freely in next 6 months or so. I've invested enough money into Hyliion, and my plan was to buy the Hyliion stock up $25 per share like each month, and actually I might stick to it. If this is going to prevail, if this is going to continue, the stock is going to go slowly but surely down, well, I might give up even more shares, because the lower the average price, the better it is. If you ask yourself the question, is this stock price going to be the same in next 3 or 5 years? Definitely not. They are the best in their niche. And okay, Tesla, they're going to roll out their electric trucks. That's great, that's awesome. I'm a huge fan of Tesla, huge fan of Elon Musk, I love it all. However, it has one minor issue, and that's that if they want to roll it out globally, they don't have the resources, or there's not enough electricity. And that's just the main point. And of course, there is also another point for Hyliion. It's the same thing, that Hyliion doesn't have enough natural gas to, keep it going for next 5 to 10 years. And you are absolutely correct. They don't have enough. But have you ever thought about producing synthetic natural gas? Have you thought about maybe that they are not just a natural gas company? Well, let me just show you here quickly. I somehow missed that they've updated their investor presentation on their website, so I'll just go quickly through it, because they have got really good points and they've cleared something out, and we know exactly what we can expect from them. But in the old presentation, which you can find on my channel in my old videos about Hyliion, they've checked all the boxes, they've accomplished all the goals they've set, but they just don't brag about it. For them it's important that they've made it, and then they can move on happily and just continue to focus on new things. And here we can see it's the same with the natural gas. The renewable natural gas, it has one big issue, and that's not enough for 10 years. They cannot physically maintain it. So therefore they are focusing as well on the hydrogen, because that's the future. Hydrogen is the future, let's be real. It's going to defeat electricity, it's going to defeat gas, it's going to defeat, everything. But until then, until there's going to be the infrastructure, until there's going to be some some restrictions against the gas and oil, and that the drivers or the companies will have to adapt to the environment and to the law. Until then, there's a good time. It's a very good choice to go for the renewable natural gas or natural gas in general. So what is hiding in this presentation is that they are experiencing commercialization delays, but on track to deploy units in 2021, expanding engineering team with significant skills and expertise in automotive space, and they're initiated on road validation testing, which will continue throughout 2021. Here we have it all black on white. Initial customer demo deployment late 2021, so that's still according to their plan, and the commercialization in 2022 is as well on date. Everything is going great for Hyliion. I have no idea why it's selling off so hard. I think the only reason is that people just don't understand the company and that they want gains immediately. They want to make 100% in one day or in 1 week or in 1 month. It's just ridiculous. People lost their patience and they're just seeking the next GameStop, the next AMC stock and stuff like that. And I can tell you already, Hyliion is not that kind of company. They are a long-term play. They will give you your returns. You just have to be patient enough. And as soon as there will be a revenue coming into their pockets, there's going to be big moves with the company, because as I said already in the video, if you won't show revenues to the current market will just throw you overboard. Here, if you haven't seen Thomas Healy's interview, you can see here as well, black on white, how does it look with RNG, hydrogen and electricity on the paper. And here we can finally see how it's going to look in the future. What are their projections in the next years to come? So right now they have the CNG/RNG generator, which is most likely going to be existing for the next 5 years with most of their models. Then they're going to switch or transfer to full agnostic for next 5 to 10 years, and then 10 to 15 years later they will switch to fuel cell and full hydrogen fuel cell, and it's going to be just amazing. I don't see why there are so many haters. If they just don't understand the company or they just want to short it, it's their choice. However, I'm not selling any of my shares. I'm still a big believer in this company. They have plenty of cash. They are in great position. As we can see, they have cash and cash equivalents of $390 million and short and long-term investments of $238 million. Therefore, it's great. They have so much money, and yes, they're losing money because they want to get their trucks on the roads as soon as possible. Therefore, they just pull the money in there and just tell everyone we need to get it on the road ASAP. But at the same time, they don't want to rush anything, so it's kind of hard to get it out there as soon as possible. If you check out into their career sections, we can see they're still hiring new people. They're still growing. They're expanding. They have plenty of positions which you can go into and apply to. So if you are in Texas and you are into trucks, you feel free to hit them up. And they still have almost 42,000 watchers on stocktwits.com. Therefore, it's not forgotten stock. As I went through, there's a lot of bearish people, hence I think there's a lot of shorters on this stock. But then I checked the short volume, and as we can see, the short volume is about 40 to 50%. So I expected more, maybe like 80% or so, because how hard the stock falls. However, if we check out, for example, Apple stock, we can see it has almost the same percentage as the Apple stock. So my take from this is that the current market is very bearish. A lot of shorters appeared and they're just riding the stock down. So current market, in my opinion, is a little bit of bearish condition. And if we check out their earnings, they beat all their earnings so far. They've beat every analyst's expectations and they have no revenues yet. So we can look forward to what their next earnings will look like after they will start accounting in their revenues. As well as if we look into their share statistics in the Yahoo Finance, we can see there's about 40% held by insiders. This is including their management team and such. So we can see they have big faith in the company themselves. Therefore, it only makes sense for them to try their hardest so they won't lose their money in the next 3 to 5 years. As well as 70% is held by institutions. So we can see there are institutions in this company, and of course, as an institution, you don't want to lose money, don't you? You want to make money, and that's why you invest in companies with big growth potential. Talking about growth potential, the analyst expectations for year 2022, the sales growth increase is about 2,600%. That's a lot, but that's how they see it. I cannot blame them. They are quite right. And further down we can see growth estimates for the next year 40%. I think that's just if you look at the analyst price targets, which is average $15.33, which is super low, and the current stock price, which is under $11 already. So overall, I remain very bullish on this company, even though it's down almost 50% or even over 50% in my portfolio. I don't mind waiting for the big nice sweet gains 3 to 5 years in the future. I was hoping for short-term gains, but I knew what I was going into. I knew that the company is going to have maybe some sort of revenue by the late of 2021, but the big revenue will start kick in the next year in 2022. So this is why I invested in early with hopes of short-term gains, which appeared. I cannot lie, there were big huge gains. I was in very nice green numbers. However, then it took big turn after Nikola Chaos, spec, plenty of other specs, and it all went downhill. I take it all as an experience. Fortunately, I'm not in a position where I need the money which I've invested in it, and I hope you are taking the current downfall well. I hope I brought you some value. If I did, definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out any new upcoming videos, as well as smashing the like button is highly appreciated and helps me out a ton. Also, let me know down in the comments what are your thoughts and opinions about Hyliion. Did you buy more because you believe in the company? With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.